Hey guys, it's New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2023. Today is actually my birthday. And so I am a New Year's Eve baby, and there's always a party. Today happens to be almost like a crisp day, like on a mountain. When I go up to the mountains, it's kind of crisp like this. I wanted to come on here and talk about, when it's your birthday, you usually get birthday gifts. And one of the things that I haven't been able to afford that I desperately need is $10,000 vein surgery. And so I went ahead and had one of those surgeries. It's a set of three, but I couldn't continue. That was actually in fall of 2021. And so there's three ways that I should have compensation. I should have had compensation, one, through crime victims funding and my application to the state. I also applied in a different way through crime victims and was asking for any other type of remedy that they could have, such as congressional funding for such things as Havana. I also applied to that my cousin, number second, was money funneling. And so I sent an application again to the state of Texas, to my lawyer, to his lawyer, to the trust of my uncle who died unexpectedly. That was in spring of 2022, early spring. And I actually had received an invite onto that trust, and then all of a sudden they wouldn't allow me into the trust. And it was the weirdest thing. I sent all my paperwork, all my application, everything. They wouldn't give me any money from the trust. That's the second way. The third way is actually my brand and my entity that I believe my cousin, David Williams and Philip Williams, somehow run with a bunch of other venture capitalists, a bunch of other billionaires and other people they've pulled in to basically asshole me. I found 160 names that are on an asset allocation, and it's tied to terrorism. I found a direct tie and direct link. So basically, it's a plan to harm people as well. But I believe what they do. I don't know how it works if they pay. I don't know how their model works. But I should have been on this asset allocation for actually my brand and everything that they put me into movies and they're stereotyping me, all this stuff. I should have been on that. Those are three ways. I believe that there's more. I should have already been paid. People get paid all around me, and money funnel around me. This is the biggest heist, biggest crime I've ever seen, and they asshole me because they want the money. I suspect great fraud. Let me paint a picture for you. Can you imagine someone coming up to you and saying, "Oh my gosh, I know that there's a billion dollar fund. If you just asshole this girl because it's hers, if you just come up with anything that you can even come up with that would write her off and that would actually help us, we will give you a portion of it." Do you think you could do that? How many people would do something like that? How many people do you think would do something like that? That's what's happening all around me. I'm getting assholed illegally because it's a payoff. It's a paid to play scam. This is the biggest asshole trick I have ever seen in my life, but not only that, it's a crime group. It's a crime group steering our country illegally. I need my money back. I need my rights back. And I need to have my vein surgeries. It's actually caused me more problems. I should have already had them. And this is unreal. My mom died of a heart issue. I should have already had this taken care of. This is the biggest joke. This is the biggest joke, that someone is oppressing me and holding me back. It's like holding somebody's head underwater and making sure they can't breathe anymore. That is basically, that kind of murder is what somebody's doing to me. Oh, but she died. She drowned, you guys. Oh my God, she drowned. Yeah, you held her head underwater so she would. That's the kind of, this is what these people are using. It's so sick. It's such a sick joke. Brantley Starr has in his federal judge position. I should have already been honored because I was an employee of that. And because he worked for the head of legal under Ken Paxton, under the Attorney General, which was where I applied for everything, I thought I would for sure get help because I was directly under a federal judge. I got no such help, and I actually got assholed. He never responded to me in emails or anything. I asked him for help. He never responded. I probably sent him like 10, 12 emails. Nothing. Sickest thing I've ever seen. What do I need now? I need my money back. I need financial compensation. This is a joke. I need it immediately. I need the emergency funding that should have been done 2.5 years ago, and it should have already been written to the contract that people asshole me with. And they don't like me because they're getting money from me, and they know that somebody else is in my place on that contract. And they know that they money funnel around me. And there's so many people that do it that they'd rather put a bullet in my head than pay me back. They'd rather put a bullet in my head than pay me back. So they asshole me. It's an asshole trick. Hold my head underwater so I'll drown. And hopefully it doesn't get put on their name because they didn't do it. The little Suzanne Senegal, Jim Senegal trick. You know, I was sure fooled by you. I was sure fooled by you. It's a sick, sick trick. I know Rocky and Gene Tannehill are involved. They were in Clyde Hill. They're venture capitalists. I have great reason to suspect that they are one of the major players of money funneling. One of the major players of money funneling. Designated to all their little besties in the Christian world. And that will just love them for it because it was Jean giving it to them. She buys validation. I've seen her do it. I've seen her do it over and over again. This heightens her. She buys it and it's from her. And they know it's a gift from her because even if it's not her money, she made the access. This woman drives clout on that. Ego, fluff up, this lower Kate.